So, in this video, what I want to talk to you guys about is how the New York Giants could surprise the NFL in 2019. Now, I know I might sound ridiculous in this video, but allow me to explain. So, I understand that some Giant fans are still probably upset that the Giants selected Daniel Jones with the 6th overall pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, but if you feel like the Giants shouldn't have selected him, then you got to look up Daniel Jones' college football tape, because whether you like it or not, Daniel Jones can actually develop into another Patrick Mahomes type quarterback, because I think that's the main reason why the Giants decided to gamble the 6th overall pick on Daniel Jones, because if you look at Daniel Jones, he's got great mobility, and he can throw the football pretty darn well. Now, granted, he did play for a smaller school than Dwayne Haskins, but because I thought that Dwayne Haskins was going to go to the Giants, but he went to the Redskins, and the Giants took Daniel Jones. And the main reason why I think the Giants took Daniel Jones with the 6th overall pick is simple, because of his mobility as well. He's got better mobility than Dwayne Haskins, because Dwayne Haskins was pretty slow in the pocket, and Daniel Jones can make plays with his legs if the pocket collapses. And that's why, excuse me, sorry. And that's why I think the Giants took Daniel Jones. However, in my opinion, the Giants should try and make Daniel Jones the starting quarterback for the well, I'm pretty sure that Eli Manning is going to be the starting quarterback for this season. But if I was the New York Giants, I would have tried and maybe give Daniel Jones a chance in Week 1 just to see how he can perform. I know it's a risk, but it's like, since they took him that high, they might as well make him the starting quarterback for Week 1 just to give him a chance to perform. Because say that Daniel Jones has a really good preseason, he could be the starting quarterback for the New York Giants. And going to this season, New York Giants, for their wide receiving corps, their two main receivers are going to be Sterling Shepard and Golden Tate. And I think they signed Golden Tate as an insurance for Odell Beckham, because Golden Tate, whether you like it or not, he's actually a very productive NFL wide receiver. He's elusive. He's tough to bring down one-on-one. He had a very solid career with the Seahawks, the Lions, and he had a nice career going on right there with the Philadelphia Eagles when they got him. I guess because in the playoffs, he caught that game-winning touchdown pass from Nick Foles against the Chicago Bears, and also the Giants are going to have a big wide receiving weapon in Evan Ingram, who I think is going to develop into a very, very good tight end, because he has the size and the speed to develop into a very, very good tight end. Now, and if you give Daniel Jones those weapons, then Daniel Jones can do something special with those weapons around. And plus, you add Saquon Barkley to the mix, and I think that the Giants' offense this season is going to be very, very solid. Now, the only question mark concerning the Giants is their offensive line. I think that's going to be the main key, whether or not their offensive line can function. And another thing is their defense, because the Giants' best defensive player for this season was, I think, Alec Ogletree, who had like five interceptions as a linebacker. And if the Giants can develop a very ferocious pass rush like how they did with O.C. Manura, Justin Tuck, Michael Strahan, and Jason Pierre-Paul, then I think the New York Giants can be a good team this season if you add a very ferocious pass rush to the mix. Because the thing about the New York Giants is that one of the reasons why they won all those 4 Super Bowls was mainly because they always had a good defense. Like, you look at Lawrence Taylor, they won those 2 Super Bowls with him in the 20th century because that's just how good Lawrence Taylor was, and they had a very ferocious defense, just like how they did with O.C. Manura, Justin Tuck, Michael Strahan. They had a very ferocious defense in 2007, and their pass rush was very good in 2011 too. That's the main reason why they upset the 15-1 Green Bay Packers, is because that pass rush was absolutely deadly. Seriously, that New York Giants pass rush will go down as a very underrated pass rush. And if it wasn't for their pass rush, then I don't think the New York Giants would have won any of those Super Bowls in 2007, 2011. Just because that's just the way how the Giants have always been, a team that plays with good defense. And if the New York Giants can develop a very good pass rush this season, then that's going to be even better for Daniel Jones, because that's going to take the pressure off their offense, and so that their defense can also make plays. So, yeah, the Giants' defense also is going to have to step up this season. But if you look at Daniel Jones, he does have what it takes to be an NFL starting quarterback, and I think that he, in my opinion, they should take the risk and start him in week 1 just to see what he's capable of doing, just because they took him with that 6th overall pick. And, you know, big reason why Daniel Jones didn't have big numbers in college is simply because the majority of his passes were dropped by receivers. It didn't help that he was dealing with dropped passes. So, yeah, man, that's why I think Daniel Jones can develop into a starting quarterback. I mean, he does have the awareness, he does have the mobility, he does have the accuracy, he does have the arm strength. If you don't believe me, you guys just got to go and watch his tapes at Duke. And, yeah, this video basically explains to you how the Giants can surprise everyone in 2019 and maybe be a potentially good team. So anyways, guys, that's the video that I made, and let me know what you thought about this. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.